All right. Good morning again. Welcome to YCA. You can achieve, and we really believe that you can achieve. It starts with a belief. It starts with faith. Faith means in your abilities, but you can achieve it if you really do the hard work. If you really are passionate about the thing you are doing, you really love it, then you can do anything in life. But the way we go wrong is we only think about ourselves in a very bad way, if I say that term, because we are part of the human race. We are a significant portion of the nature, right? And what is the difference between animals and human beings? We can do something the animals can do. So if you reduce yourselves to only animal instincts, it might help you to do few actions in a better way. I won't say better way. There also you have some barriers because you are having psychological barriers, whatever it is. But for some, it might give you a high or kick. Otherwise, you miss out a lot. But if you embrace yourself as human beings, the way I mentioned that you are looking for exploration, you are going towards something with a lot of curiosity, intriguing nature you are trying to find out. If you don't know about it, you accept it. There is no harm accepting it. Accepting it. So you are accepting that you don't know, but you are not compromising with yourself. You are not giving it up. Rather, you are going for an exploration. So you are knowing something, you are having a learning mindset, you are having a innovation mindset. It is not only the term learning, it is not only the term innovation, but how you understand the essence of it. It becomes a part of your life. If you really understand the essence of it, it becomes a part of your life, and then you don't become boring also. Now you want to project yourself as a very smart guy, scholarly guy, intellectual guy, whatever it is. Cool guy, street smart guy who does a lot of actions and all that stuff. It doesn't matter. If you make yourself as a like a rounded individual, wholesome being, then you can pick parts from your being, and then you can do great acting. You can do other things as well, because you are enjoying the process within yourself. You are expanding your range of personality. So you are expanding your range of emotions and you are embracing it. It's not like শুধু লাভ হবে বলে লাভই হলো, sadness হবে বলে sadness হলো, anger আমায় দেখাতে দেখাতে যেন সবসময় anger করছি. It's not like that. When anger is needed, we are giving it. When happiness is needed, we are enjoying it. When anger is to be observed, we are observing it too, without giving ourselves to it. That's also self control, and one can have more power regarding that. When you are not giving into that outside or external influence, then you are more powerful. Obviously, you are not giving into that external influence. So to achieve that also, Indian culture helps, because if you understand how you can homeostasis, if I talk about a term called homeostasis, some people like agitation. Some people can explore that agitation and find calm, peace of mind, and your tranquility, whatever you name it as. If you really want to achieve the tranquility, peace, bliss, whatever it is, the way you name it, you can really achieve it. But if you talk about it that you want to achieve bliss, you want to achieve peace, but you are in a continuous conflict, that means by that basic fundamental action, inherently you are lying to yourself. So continuously, this is called intrapersonal conflict. In terms of psychology, this is called intrapersonal conflict. And when you impose it to others, that is called interpersonal conflict. Then it becomes a socio-cultural conflict, social conflict, cultural conflict, or together socio-cultural conflict, whatever it is. You can name it in different ways, but you can understand the thing what I'm trying to say. Agitation, when you have found the calmness, that bliss, and you are going towards that. You are a seeker, you haven't found it yet, and not necessarily you have to be continuously in blissful state. You have to embrace that conflict. But once you understand, once you seek, then you have experienced moments in your life where you could introspect, where you could experience bliss. Now you might go to a guru, they might guide you that you have to take that path, you have to do this and this rituals, whatever it is. I'm not talking about. You have experienced that bliss and you have accepted it with yourself. You are not ignoring it. When you do that, circumstances come, problems come, hurdles come, but you can find a way through it. Or at least you can seek to find a way through it. Maybe you need help, external help for a while. Maybe you need to read something to take you to a take yourself to a higher place so that you can solve bigger problems. That is what we are talking about. That is the growth mindset. You are learning, you are innovating, but you are not stagnant, you are not boring. You are expanding your range of personalities, you are expanding your range of emotions, whatever it is. Eventually you are becoming a greater artist, greater businessman, greater human being, whatever you say. So from that, you can look at the trivial matters, you can look at the little things, and they don't bother you anymore because you are much more than that. Rather, you smile at the people who are actually they are actually concerned about that too much. And maybe you can guide them after a while. From that sense, you can do a lot of business. From that sense, you can do a lot of creativity, artistry, whatever it is. You can name anything, but ultimately that has something to do with the human element. Now, when you talk about the human element, this is not only about slavery, or labor. We are talking about human being. What is the purpose of being a human being? You understand that. Once you understand that, you can put a lot of effort in your work. It can be business, it can be artistry, it can be entertainment, whatever it is. Once you understand yourself, your purpose as a human being, and why the universe was created, and you are just a small part of it. You don't have to be that arrogant also all the time, because you are a minuscule part of the entire universe, right? If you can contribute anything in your lifetime that can be of help to the culture, other cultures, humanity in general, civilization in general, but if you cannot accept it, you can take that path. If you cannot accept it, if you are finding that interpersonal conflict that is resulting in an interpersonal conflict, then gradually you're trying to impose it to the society because you like agitation, you like to see agitation in people, individuals, or society. That's why you want to see agitation all the time. Now, this agitation can come in different ways that you have to understand. Sometimes you don't want to see a particular VFX, but they are throwing that to the society. Like it, but you have paid for it. You have some, sense of responsibility, or you want to achieve something. Not come out of the theater because they have invested in the movie. They have to just finish it. But there are few of us who can just come out of the theater also. I don't like this movie. I don't want to waste my time. That's a very important resource. I don't want to waste my money. If I have wasted my money already, then I can guide others also so that they don't waste their money. But the people who are making it, at least most of them or few of them who are in the top place, they are thinking of it as audience can waste their resources. It doesn't matter. As long as we are making profits, we are earning revenue. That's a very bad mindset to do business. That's a very bad way to live life. Because continually you are also discarding a part of your being, part of yourself. And unless you are in harmony, or at least you understand that part of yourself, then you will become a nuisance towards the society, to your friends, to your community, to whatever, whoever you can think of. Gradually, people who stay with you, they will become like you, and there will be narcissistic abuse and many other things as well. So you have to go to the core issue of the problem, right? It starts with you. You become a better individual, you become a better human being. Art happens automatically. You just create, you just express. How you can embrace everything in your life. nature, other people, your part in the nature, your contribution to the nature. You are a part of the nature, right? Union with the nature. সেখান থেকে কি হয়, then forcefully we don't have to talk about global warming, as I already mentioned in the functions of business. So when you are polluting the society, na, you can pollute the society in different ways. Either you can give the way to the society where you are actually increasing temperature in the world, yeah, maybe 1 degree, 2 degree, that is a way pollution. You are doing global warming, other things as well. Also you can pollute the mind of your audience, that is also kind of pollution. Now you have to recognize that art is supposed to either entertain you or uplift you, but there is a sense of upliftment. Even if it is not giving you a solution, it is asking a very profound question that you can think about all these things. Some movies give you a solution that you can take that path, this path, that path. Eventually, it is coming towards a resolution. Some movies don't give you that resolution. They can help you to ask better questions or bigger questions, right? You can get clarity regarding the conflict itself. So there are different kinds of movies you can think of, but you can do that only if you embrace everything inside you in the society. Then it is not affecting you totally so that you have to show something to people, right? That happens, part of nature, universal law, whatever it is, you are accepting it. If you have to share something with people in terms of solution or in terms of the conflict or in terms of the emotion, you just express, you just create. That is why we create art. Sometimes it is giving a mirror to the society. Now why it is showing the mirror to the society? There is a conflict in the society, right? You're not solving that conflict, rather you're pointing out to that conflict, to the society, to the audience, that this is a conflict that is existing. Now we can all find a solution together, but I am just putting it in front of you with through art, through entertainment. You are getting entertained, you are experiencing a different range of emotions, sometimes happiness, sometimes sadness, sometimes anger, whatever it is. Navarasas we have talked about. You can use the 9 rasas also. But our life is based on that, right? In life we are not. Why I'm talking about this mindset again and again, because this is the part of cinema. When I'm talking about creativity, entertainment, your performance, aesthetics, I'm looking at that aspect, cinematic aspect, because cinema will come later. First you have to build yourself so that you can express. But what is the mindset? Suppose something is happening to you and you don't find a way to deal with it, you throw it to people, you blame other people. That is one way of creating art. And one thing is, maybe you haven't found a solution yet, but something is happening in the society, something is happening around you. You are asking questions, you are looking it objectively, maybe, because it's better to look at it objectively. That's why you can create sometimes greater art also. There can be a little bit of bias, but objectively you can expand different things, different range, and you can look at range also. But if you want to look at happiness only, if you want to project happiness only, if you want to project anger only, if you want to project sadness only, then you are missing out a lot. For example, if you want to project love, marriage, only all these things, then no matter whatever you do, in every story you will continuously talk about love and all. So what will happen is, when something sad is happening in that experience, either you are blaming others, either you are disturbing others, whatever it is, then again that conflict happens. But if you can understand, introspect, maybe you are taking some time out from the community, from the society, from your own relatives, but you are pondering on it, you are introspecting, you are reflecting on it. That is the moment you can create a lot, in terms of poetry, in terms of novel, in terms of great characters, in terms of great scenes, because you have gone through that process, that introspection, that reflection, and you want people to have that introspection. Maybe you haven't found the solution, that doesn't matter, but you have gone through that process. Maybe someone else will make something after that, they will provide a solution or one of the solutions. That is how we are building that ecosystem. We build the ecosystem, right? Entertainment ecosystem. Some people are showing showing the solution, some are showing one of the solution or few of the solutions, but we are enjoying all those movies because they are authentic about themselves or their storytelling approach, the way they are acting, the way they are telling the stories, the way they are directing the actors, the way the crew is working together in tandem, in collaboration to make a great movie, right? That is one thing you have to understand. But once you think about propaganda, once you think about narrative building, then what happens? You're filtering a lot. You're filtering everything. Maybe you want to only impose two or three emotions. So inherently, it becomes very boring. In a scene where you have to guide the actors so that they can feel the emotion of sadness and happiness together, how will you do that? You will just discard that sadness part because you don't want to show the sadness side, the sad part of yourself to the audience. So you just omit that sadness part and you just show the love, 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 love. But with that sadness, with that love, you can mix those two emotions, maybe primary colors, secondary colors. You can create a better painting, layerings of a painting, right? That is one thing you have to understand. Now I will just continue from there. I started the introduction on a very heavier note. It will take some time to understand all these things, but you can understand it better only once you have gone through the process, at least part of it. Then you can relate to it, right? And it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, but uh, you should learn something from it. ওকে, তাহলে আমরা এবার যেটা করব, we will talk about different aspects of cinema as well as different aspects of business. Quickly, I will wrap it in another half an hour, 40 minutes, because whatever introduction I have given today, if you understand this, you will find out different ways. I don't have to tell you, I don't have to force you to think. You will find out different ways. You can for 6 or 10 other points, but how you understand the core issue, that much. Okay, just let me see. I will do one thing. I will just create a new one. So in the last part, or the part one, we have talked about this, the cinematic elements and the business elements. Now we will gradually go to that. But introspection, we are not talking about uh, revenue or profit is a bad thing. We are not talking about that, because you are in a business, you have to make some revenue or profit. That's a metric. But how you are doing that, that is also of importance. Let me just clean this whiteboard and then. So, everything is connected. That's what the Indian culture tells you. That's what the Indian culture tells you. Once you understand, you go to higher knowledge, you will see that everything converges at some point. Now, for example, it's how you earn that. The moment you believe in that, you are building your character. Now, once you build your character, then you might come up with great stories, great characters, where you are showing that idealism on that character. But if you are betraying yourself, at least most of it, then how can you create those characters, those moments? Only you can talk about it, or you can become fans. You cannot create, because to create, you have to understand more. To teach, you have to understand more. Okay, okay, okay. Just give me 1 second.